Don't let me walk on you tonight.
Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Treasure. So today we're about to be doing a whole different type of video. Okay, so I don't normally wear makeup. Okay, I do not wear makeup, but I will occasionally wear, do my eyebrows and put on some, false eyelashes, but eyelashes are not makeup. Sometimes I'll put the eyeliner and stuff. What else? Sometimes I'll put on lipstick, but that's that simple shit. I feel like I'm beautiful the way that I am, but at the same time, I just want to try it out because it just seems like a really fun hobby to do. And if I become good at it, you never know, I might become a makeup artist on the side as a hobby, So let's get into this video. If y'all ready to see this look, this look was inspired by Nessa. I was like looking on YouTube and trying to scroll around and see what I could find, and I ended up finding her, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute, and I want to recreate that look. So thanks Nessa. Shit, I'm about to go ahead and recreate this look. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, so stay tuned. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into this video. I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. I didn't bring a Fully with me, and I didn't feel like washing off an old one, so I'm just going to be using my fingers. I'm just pushing the eyebrows up and making sure that they're in place so that when you actually put the brow powder on, it looks great. So I'm also going to be using this e.l.f. product, which is the small angled brush, and it'll help me to be able to angle and put the powder on in a angled way, so it's not just like tacky and all over the place. I'm also going to be using this LA Girl brow powder, and it's in the color dark brown. NYX Can't Stop Concealer is also what I'm going to be using throughout this video, so make sure you guys keep it handy with you. So I like to use whatever I have handy. Sometimes I like to use my brushes that I have and just measure to make sure my eyebrows meet at the bridge of my nose. And then I just measure it from there. The next one, we're going to be using the Fluffy Eye Blender, sorry guys, and the NYX Concealer. We're going to just use the angled brush, dip a little bit of concealer on there, and use it to line out your eyebrows. You're also going to be using this as a primer for the makeup. The next thing I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Make sure you pick whichever color matches your skin. It doesn't have to be the exact same one, but if you guys would like to know which color I'm using, just comment down below and I'll respond to you guys. But I'm going to place this right on my forehead so that it makes the top of the eyebrows perfectly even. So I'm gonna grab another brush, the ECOTOOLS. I got this at Target. It was only $20 and I think it's worth it, especially if you're just getting started, because it could be hard figuring out what brushes to use. So I'm just gonna smear this on my forehead and make sure that it's all smooth now. So the next thing you want to do is take your eyeshadow e.l.f. brush and the fluffy blender, because we're going to be putting on the eyeshadow. I'm also using Jaclyn Hill Morphie palette. I did get this from Ulta for a good reasonable price. I'm going to be using the color that I'm pointing at. I can't see it, so if you get this one, oh there it is. Just pause the video if you can't see it. Okay, so I'm just going to dab a little on there. Push off the excess and then rotate it around my eye. I'm dabbing it on there as much as I can to make sure it stays smooth. So you're just gonna do this to both eyes.
Don't let me walk on you tonight. Don't let me walk on you tonight. Don't let me walk on you tonight.
Next, we're going to be taking this Wet n Wild palette contour. I really didn't like this one that much, so if you can pay a little bit more, I would recommend you do so. So we're going to use the eye blender and the fluffy one so that we can mix and blend them all together. So I'm taking the lighter side of the contour palette and I'm going to place some right above my eyebrow so that it brings it out a lot more and looks more defined. But as you guys continue watching, you'll see that I didn't like it because it didn't show that bright. So I just ended up using the NYX concealer and it worked perfectly fine.
Don't let me walk
So I was able to go back and put a little bit of more eyeshadow on where I feel like it was missing in certain spots, and I am just blending them in all together. I did use 2 different colors. You can use whichever colors that you like, or if you want, you can use these 2. Just make sure you pay attention to the ones that I chose. Alright guys, so the next step in this process is going to be putting on the foundation. I did get this from Maybelline. It's the Fit Me, and the color is Latte. This one actually fit me so well. I don't know how I chose. So in order to put the foundation on, you can either put some on your hand, or you can do it as you'll see me doing later, just dabbing some over my whole face. I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Sponge Concealer. I realized it was for concealer afterwards. Make sure you guys get the right tools.
Don't let me walk on you tonight. Don't let me walk on you tonight.
Alright, so after you guys were able to apply the foundation, the next step we're going to do is put concealer under your eyebrows, your chin, and your forehead. I feel like I might have put a little bit too much, so maybe you guys can put a little bit less and then go from there. If you need to add more, just add more. And then I'm going to use that same sponge, and I'm just going to dab it out until it's like blended in. One thing I would say, as I stated before, is maybe it would be better to purchase more than one sponge and actually get the right type of sponges. Otherwise, you'll just have so much on that one sponge, and I don't think that's good.
Don't let me walk on you tonight. Don't let me walk on you tonight. You. Don't let me walk on you tonight.
You guys, so as I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, man, I really look like Casper the Ghost. But it's going to actually look much better towards the end, as you guys can see. So stick with me. Don't lose yet. Would you believe it? We're actually almost done. So the next thing we're going to be using is the NYX Mineral Mauve Finishing Powder in the color Medium Dark. I don't know if this is where it kind of blends in. It helps it to make it set, as they say. It actually did set really well, because when I was touching my makeup afterwards, it didn't really smear off or anything like that. It stayed on there. I had to really scrub my face with Cetaphil to make it come off. But make sure you guys are patting it in all around your face so that it actually gets into the makeup and sets the way it's supposed to. The next thing I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild. As I stated previously, I actually didn't like this one because it didn't do anything for me. So I am going to be using the Jaclyn Hill in the brown color to make sure my cheekbones are popping out a lot more. See, as you guys can see, it's actually popping out a lot more. It's called bronzing. I guess it helps your cheekbones to pop out a lot more than what they are. As you guys can see, I'm going to be blending it in so that it doesn't look so harsh of a line. And then later on, I'm also going to be contouring my nose so that the makeup just pops out all together. And it's going to look so nice. I also decided to put a little bit of blush on my cheeks, so that's what you see me doing here, and I'm just bluffing it, blending it out with my cheeks.
Don't let me walk on you tonight. Don't let me walk on you tonight. You. Don't let me walk on you tonight. You. Don't let me walk on
I didn't think I would like this palette as much, but once I actually used it, I think this is the most beautiful palette ever. This is Juvia's Warrior palette. I'm going to be using the middle color, as you guys will see, and I'm going to be dabbing a little bit on my eye, the corners of my eyes. So it makes the makeup feel like it has a highlighter. I realized after the fact, once I was done with my makeup, I actually didn't put too much highlights on my face, but it still came out really, really pretty. And don't mind me if I keep on redoing it, because I kind of wanted to be like a perfectionist. I must say, this is my favorite eyeliner. It's Infallible. I don't even remember where I got it from. I got it from some beauty supply store, but I'm gonna be making it my business to look for more, because this lasts on my eyebrows for like 2 to 3 days. Not even kidding. So I'm just putting some under my eyes, and then I'm also gonna be putting some Jaclyn Hill's eyeshadow under my eyes so that it blends out. I also ended up going back in with the Juvia's palette and the Jaclyn Hill's eyeshadow. Actually, sorry, it's gonna be the Juvia's palette, and went back in and covered over top the eyeshadow because it was more darker and it didn't seem like the other one had too much on there. So I'm just blending it all out right now and making sure that it all flows evenly. So this is the last step. I'm going to be using that same eyeliner and using it on my lips. I'm going to be just shaping it around and filling it in only in the corners, and then I'm going to go in with the NYX body butter gloss, and then I'm going to fill it in, and then I'm also going to top it with a clear lip gloss. And that'll be all. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.